Some of the brightest stars on Broadway were feeling a bit nostalgic as they lent their support to 44 talented kids, all taking part in the second annual National High School Musical Theater Awards. We caught up with the stars who remembered how it felt being in these kids' shoes.
All I know is what it was like for me when I was their age, and it was life or death. What the High School Musical is to these kids and to me is the climax of your year. I think it's so important.
Now, at 23, Hunter Ryan Herdlicka has fulfilled his dream of making it to Broadway.
It was the most incredible, daunting experience ever. I was in New York like 9 days when I got cast.
He is cast opposite some of the stage's biggest stars in A Little Night Music.
Stephen Sondheim is my absolute idol. And I was on my way to the callback, waiting to go in the elevator to go upstairs for the final callback, and Stephen Sondheim walks in the door. And I remember thinking, okay, if I don't get the part, this moment is enough for me.
Well, I started musical theater in high school just like them. I was in Pajama Game, The King and I, Plain and Fancy, Wish You Were Here. We had a really good department, and we got to do these shows, but we didn't have anything like the National Musical Theater Awards.
Watching these kids is nostalgic for Broadway legend and Tony winner Tommy Tune, who is celebrating 50 years in show business.
And I always look for the tall, skinny one that has to dance in the back, and I went, don't give up, don't give up. I didn't.
In fact, he is touring the country with a new show about his life in the theater called Steps in Time. And he has become a bit of an iconic figure in his hometown.
I'm from Houston, Texas. And now in Houston, Texas, the National Theater Awards program there is called the Tommy Tune Awards. And instead of getting Tonys, they get Tommys. Isn't that cool?
The evening's host, Kathy Lee Gifford, says theater and the arts have a huge impact on kids' lives.
You learn teamwork, you learn to use your imagination, you learn to free yourself up and trust your instincts.
It's got me pulled in a new direction.
Krista Rodriguez stars as Wednesday in The Addams Family.
The first time you step on a Broadway stage at any age is one of the most exciting things.
I think it helps them see a world larger than themselves. I think it helps them express themselves. And there's something about that growing stage that it helps you identify and ground yourself as you continue to grow and change. It helps with adolescence, let's say.
Montego Glover, starring in the Tony Award-winning musical Memphis, knows the important role she and her fellow actors have on these kids.
Kids emulate the actors and actresses they see on stage and on screen, and you hope that as an actor that they may be watching or an actress that they may be watching, that you're sending a positive message.
These 44 kids certainly got the message loud and clear. Nearly 1,000 kids participated in the nationwide program in regional theaters all across the country. For a list of the nominees and the 2 winners, log on to BetterTV.com and click on the Links tab.